You're funny. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're here to do more of Tokyo Ghoul Dark War. Now earlier today, I did record an episode of this, and I did play for roughly about an hour or so, but I really wasn't feeling it. Once I actually went into editing and tried to actually edit through the entire video, something about it didn't really appeal to me, and I know if it didn't appeal to me, obviously it wouldn't appeal to anyone else. So I ended up just not putting it up. Now it did have me evolving KISHOU ARIMA to gold tier, and I can show that clip right now if I wanted. Actually, young ARIMA. You smell that? That's the sound of Super Peace. Or that's the smell of Super Peace. Holy shit. First gold quality character. Level 80, 172,000 power. You can now upgrade even beyond this. Holy shit, you need so many shards though. Oh, let's go use a gold boy. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and keep on moving on. The fact that he is gold quality now is very good, because now that he's gold quality, I have the means of making other people gold quality, but additionally on top of that, so I currently really direly want to play Ghoul Expulsion and see how high the damage could be. So our goal today, I'm going to do Ghoul Expulsion a few times. I'm testing out the new microphone setup and the way that I have it set up in front of me. I'm trying to reduce the amount of pops that are inside the audio, so we'll see how it goes, and the fact I'm talking right into it should fix it. So it should be fun. Honestly, I'm going to swap out our pal here, probably for just Kaya Black Dog. The attack is more, but the defense is less. So the attack is like the priority for me, because you do get stats from the backup team, so you kind of do want an entire team based on damage. Here, I would enjoy being able to swap out this for Rize. That's 44. What are you? 17. Okay, yeah, I want 44 then. We'll take 44,000 with Rize, and we'll see if this is going to be a good amount of damage we can do. We will be running Hinami, Noro. Oh, I have hiccups. Why do I always get hiccups whenever I'm recording? I don't get it. What we're going to be doing... Oh, I have 3 recommended. Who's the last one? Yamori. I can equip Yamori right now, actually. Where... You know what? I'm not going to be using Shachi, regardless. So I'm going to put Yamori in that slot. It does lessen our power a little bit, but the contribution does go up. So I will take that. We're going to do this. We're going to be playing as KISHOU ARIMA. His portrait looks so beautiful in gold quality. It's just... It's so epic and special, you know? I feel like the gold portraits before looked different, and I think they did improve it in the update, which is cool. I'll take any quality life things like that. It's always a nice thing. If it is an upgrade and I just didn't see the portraits properly before, whoops. But our goal is going to be to try to get as much damage as possible. We're already down 2 gauges, so this could be fine. This looks like really good, actually. I don't know what the rotations of young ARIMA should be, though. I don't really play as him manually very often, except for, like, Point Challenge, where typically you're not really dealing with the most DPS possible. It's just kind of whatever attacks you can hit. So, I'm unsure. This is working out pretty well, though. We're down 5 gauge, no, even more gauges now. It's just flying downwards. Oh, this feels good. This feels really strong. Granted, you kind of get this sense of, like... The more screen shakes you have, first of all, the more motion sick you feel. But other than that, you also feel like you're getting stronger. 71 million. Young ARIMA with 38 million damage. Noro with 28 million. And Hinami with 4 million. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Holy shit, dude. If I sweep it, it will do the full amount of damage, by the way, so it's worth it to do even the last one. Here, I'm gonna do another one. I want to see if I do all 5 of my attempts, could I get first place? I mean, I have no problem getting more Tatara shards, and honestly, like, I've seen via channels that may be called Envy, that Tatara at 5-star is actually pretty decent, surprisingly. He's not this horrible SSR that I expected him to be. So maybe it's worth it. it's not worth the diamonds to go into it, or the diamonds to invest into it. But like, if I accidentally get there to 5-star Satara on server 1, I'm down. I'm hot diggity down. I will take anything. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and use a few more attacks. I'm not sure if it does more damage to just keep on doing normal attacks while the passive's up for the third, or to just leave it. Because if you press your third, you do get a passive which increases your attack speed for your normal attacks. So, I don't know. By the way, this is going really well. I am sad that I used my point challenge attempts earlier today, so I don't get to play that game mode. So, that's sad, because that's kind of the main thing I would want to use him for. Also, the damage varied a lot there. I went down by 6 million. I don't know what I did wrong in that time that changed it so much. Also, 5 attempts got me 339 million damage. That's real solid. That's a big boy numbers right there. That's with the contribution team as well. Usually contribution teams do a lot less damage. I'm happy. I'm very happy with that. If at 11 p.m. tonight, I'm still in first place for damage, I might try and go for the contribution as well. That sounds good. Granted, I don't want to pass, like, these people, because it's clear that they put the effort in to get to this point. Especially this person. 2,000 contribution with only 87,000 power. That's some serious effort they put in there. Alright, so we are going to go into real-time PvP. I think the team we currently have, honestly not that bad. And I have no problem playing as these characters, so let's go do it. So earlier this morning, when I was playing this, the reason why I had to do point challenge is because the real-time PvP, the real-time battle game mode, didn't load anyone. It started saying, you are too strong to be matched with anyone. And I think it's just because I was playing too early in the morning and no one was really at B rank, but at least we got someone now. This is going to be, this is not a fair match. I'll just end it immediately, get it out of the way. But I should probably just go jump past this because it's not going to be great. Notice, by the way, I am running a 5 DPS team, so that is going to be a good thing. In this scenario in general, I feel as if also we're fighting Ninja Dom 88. What is a Ninja Dom? Is that someone that stealthily ties people up? I respect it. But yeah, so I'm using 5 DPS characters. It may be a lot more fun than just using a bunch of support or a bunch of like stun characters. I tried stun characters earlier and it didn't really turn out too well. The issue with it is that usually you either overpower or get destroyed. So if you're running a stun team and the opponent has an ARIMA Ixa with 200,000 power, you can't beat that. And you're not going to do any damage to it. All you're going to do is be annoying for like 3 minutes straight while they do more damage than you can do and lose. Also, it's 80. It's Ninja Dom 80, not 88. Alrighty. Alright, half Kujimori. It's time to play cleanup hitter on this last person. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry about this, Ninja Dom. You deserve better. Oh. Bye. Oh, you lived! Congratulations. Oh. It's alright. Yeah, I actually did tell a story earlier, and it's one of the ones that I tell, and it becomes one of those, like, really, you just kind of, it's one of these things you kind of feel really, like, ashamed of, and it's really funny to look back on. So I was put into a program that made me have to hang out inside a group of people due to do a altercation I had in another school. That's actually a really good match. Due to an altercation I had in another school, when I went to the current school that I'm at, I ended up having to join a program that kind of was for the shit kids. Basically just the kids that you don't want to hang out with, or you're kind of afraid to. But it's a program that was basically after school you would have to go and hang out with a bunch of police officers from like 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. And in the first year that we did it, we ended up having to use the gym at my school because it wasn't that huge of a deal, and it was kind of like no one was using the gym for the most part on Wednesdays. So because the sports teams for the most part, while they were pretty busy, the gym was mainly used on like Tuesdays and Mondays and stuff like that. Wednesdays were kind of the dead day. Also, I'm getting destroyed here. I'm so sorry, Greg Samsa. The Nora was not nearly enough for you. So we're in the gym and we're playing basketball one day. I'm sitting on the sidelines on my PS Vita playing Chrono Trigger because look at me. Do you honestly think I'm gonna be fucking playing basketball? Like, not even just like my fitness, more so just like, I'm a fucking like nerd. I'm that nerd guy that doesn't really do sport things ever. And like people try and talk to me about how good they are at FIFA. And I'm like, haha, I know that reference. Totally don't. But yeah. So they're playing basketball. I'm sitting on the sidelines. I'm just playing games. And I hear some like screams. I assume that it's based on the people that are on the floor that are playing basketball or yelling at each other to be able to get the ball from each other. That's a natural assumption, I think. I think that's a pretty decent thing to assume. Turns out one of the people that wasn't playing was going around to the people that weren't playing and was just bothering them in any which way they could. This person came over to me and was like, hey, and I look up and I'm like, hello, what's up? And then she giggles. And she reaches over to me and I'm like, I don't respond nearly in time. And I'm just kind of like, and so her hand goes to my chest. She squeezes really hard on my boob. And I let out a yelp that was not it was not humanly. No human should ever make that kind of sound ever. So that happens and I'm like, why did you do that? See, I'd cut forward a little bit. So so she grabs it. I go, what the heck was that? Why? And she giggles to herself and my mind goes to, how can I get revenge immediately? Also, I just lost. I was winning though. I could have gotten the rest of the kills. I won that match. So if the person gets the first 2 wins inside the match, the last win doesn't matter, because if you get 2 kills, your character gets automatically retired. So if you lose the first 4 characters and your last one is actually good, you still end up losing regardless. That's stupid, but okay, sure, whatever. So I think, how can I get back at her? How can I get revenge? Because I now feel, I feel almost insulted because my boob has been grabbed. I'm in pain. I'm panicking. So I reach out, put my hand on her boob and squeeze really hard, like a fucking persona. So I do that. I yell equality. And she yelps. She yells out. And I'm now like, I didn't know what to do. She was being mean. She grabbed my titty and she starts crying and I'm just like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry via this. I didn't know what to do. And like that whole scenario was super messy. And the fact that both her and I assaulted someone in front of police officers and they just were kind of like, was this is really something. There wasn't really much to it, but just that scenario of me yelling, oh, hey, Kat. How you doing? You having a good day? I mean, it's a little bit later in the day, actually. It's like 5 p.m. I don't really record around this time, so I guess you're curious why I'm yelling. Yeah. Yeah, so for the most part, that's the thing that I remember, and I'm kind of like, whew. But that person didn't get the chance to return that program, by the way. Like 2 weeks later, I believe they didn't get the, like, I was told by someone else they were kicked out. I don't know what actually happened or like what scenario happened. I kind of skipped the next week anyway, so that person was just never seen again. And I am fine with that. My titties are perfectly happy with that scenario. And that has been my story about how I assaulted someone in front of police officers and nothing happened. Isn't that a good story? Yeah, Greg Samsa, it doesn't seem like I can take down your ARIMA Ixa. He's kind of a pain in the ass, and I can't really do enough damage to do anything ever. Even with my Hinami, I chose her because I needed to just have a character I can throw away. But I'm not doing too hot here. I'm not sure if Nora will be able to do any better, to be honest. Especially because, like, it's an ARIMA Ixa. He's terrifying, always. I think it's also like a 4-star one, so. Pop this. I am going to heal. I'm going to pop my heal, and I missed entirely. Great. Yeah, that's good. Here, I'm going to run away a little bit. I would prefer to heal before I engage you again. You probably are going to be able to dash soon, so yeah, that's how that goes. Pop my third, pop my first, do no damage. He heals back his entire health bar, and I feel like shit. That's always fun. Also, I haven't seen him use his shield once, but he has been healing. It's weird. I'm not sure what he's healing off of. Does he have, like, some sort of passive that just lets him heal automatically? I don't get it. Whatever, I guess, but I don't get it. Yeah, no, he's healing more than I'm able to do to him. Weird. Either way, he's gone, so it's not a huge deal. I did get the first kill, so I'm not going to get a guaranteed loss this time, at least. And this, my young ARIMA, should be able to take this down pretty easily. Hey, nice stun. Doesn't matter that much. Or this ARIMA, my ARIMA, is really scary. That gourmet did nothing. I wonder, could I have beaten that ARIMA Ixa with this one? Like, young ARIMA, could he have carried me through this? I wonder. Either way, he's gonna crush this guy as well. Corey Uwe has no chance against the boy, the big boy, the captain. The ARIMA style Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct. There you go. We're gonna lose our young ARIMA here, but if we're fighting Kaya Black Dog, we should be able to take a Kaya Black Dog out with a Rize and a Kaya Black Dog. Just kind of a glass cannon, so like, any hits we get off should be fine. Alright, pop that. Pop this. I am gonna run away a little bit. Oh no, I'm fine, because apparently her third takes literal years to come out. Nice! So we just got revenge on someone that beat us the first time. That was an even fight. I know, at some points I was saying even fight in the last episode when it was like 150,000 power, but that was an actual even fight. I am going to wait a minute before I queue up again, because I don't think I'm too game to fight the same person. I want to get more like variety, you know? Additionally, I kind of want to try to fight that Ayato level again. I will have to cut out the cutscene because apparently that's super copyright. I tried to upload it to YouTube and it was like, haha, you're funny. So we'll try and avoid that. I'm going to swap.
No, that's no way to speak to a lady.
No. I'm going to put Noro in, or I'm going to take Noro out and put ARIMA Ixa with the defense gear on the third slot, and we'll see how this goes. This sounds good. I feel like I could probably beat this Ayato with this team. I didn't change it, so I was going to cut this out with me inside the cutscene, but the game crashed. And my eye has turned white. You know, I had a friend who lost an eye once. It was from a firecracker. I'm going to cut forward. Alrighty, so we're going to try this again. This time with a proper team, and hopefully it won't crash the game. Not a fan of that. So let's try. Please. Please. And Toka has been saved by Kaneki. That's good.
What's up? Long time no see, dear sister.
Still not your sister. I'm ARIMA. I don't know why you keep on calling me that. It's kind of weird. Feels like you're kind of obsessed with your sister for some reason. It's a little bit of a strange thing. Here, we're gonna do some normal attacks here. We're doing really well compared to last time. Ah! My health bar is gone. Why is my health bar gone? What happened? Something. Oh, okay. I'm gonna heal that back, I guess, with Hinami's passive, and she took enough damage to not be able to do much. Damn it! So there goes our 3-star, but it's not a huge deal. Either way, we gotta get past this act regardless, and I wasn't able to get 3-star on some other quests anyway, so that's fine. I will giggity goddamn take that. Hell yeah. So that's another act down. And a whole new one that's about to fucking open up. Oh my god. Every time I cross a hurdle, the next one's 10 feet taller. Ugh. That's fine. I'll probably... let's try it. Let's try to do these bullshit levels. That's always a good time. Alrighty. So, fun fact. I've been trying to... Like, for the last couple weeks, I've been trying to get into... I've been trying to get further into Lovecraft. His work seemed really interesting, and I heard that he's inspiration for Junji Ito, which is one of my personal favorite authors at this current time, just because of just various reasons. The art, the style, the actual horror aspects. It makes me... I enjoy the content. The issue is... Lovecraft, despite being an inspiration for Junji Ito, had a lot of very strong... values for himself at that time. By that, I mean he was a racist. He was a painfully horrible racist. He named his cat the N-word. and he was just, he at one point, so I bought this. This is the H.P. Lovecraft short stories thing. Also, I was gonna die anyway, so I just left it. After I bought this, I started reading Call of Cthulhu, and several times inside this book, he says things that are just like, oh god, like, I don't want to repeat any of it. Like, he uses racial terms and refers to their ideals as if there's some sort of separation between the ideals of others and himself because he's white. I question it a lot. His writing style is also it's very hard to follow for the most part from what I've read so far. Maybe just because I'm not used to it. And while I don't like his ideals, but the actual content and what he's addressing is this surreality and this air of like, he introduces things as if there's some sort of higher force that are incomprehensible. So basically, imagine you try and describe a being, but every time you try to think of it, it changes in your mind. So, for example, you start describing a plastic-headed doll, that its hair is brown and blonde and red and green, and its dress is blue with white dots, but also it has a plaid pattern to it, and it also has stripes. And every single time you try and imagine it, or just try and comprehend what you were trying to think about, it changes and alters itself. And it's such an interesting concept of a constantly changing higher being, supposedly, in the story. It appeals to me. And I feel like a lot of Junji Ito's works are very similar to that, where things, they don't always make sense. A lot of the time, stuff will happen and you're just kind of like, oh, I guess they're just making tornadoes with their bodies now. Or I guess they're just able to intertwine like fucking Ouroboros. That's interesting. Oh, that person now has something shoved in their butt and is full of gas. That's great. Junji Ito and Lovecraft definitely share ideals in some ways, but I definitely do think that Junji Ito's style, from what I've seen, is a lot more enjoyable to me. Having it in manga form, I found made it a lot more interesting than trying to wrap your head around a scenario where there's constantly time changing, without proper visuals or without descriptors. Like, the descriptors, the time shifts aren't especially... they're not easy to follow. It might just be because I'm not used to it, and I definitely do want to get further. I think I got roughly about 30 pages into Call of Cthulhu. Here, let me check, actually. I think it was 30... yeah, 37 was what I was on. So I've read about that much of the entire book. So there's a lot more to it. And I don't think I'll be doing it anytime soon. I don't feel like I'm in the right headspace for Lovecraft right now. I'm just kind of like... I'll see you again later, once I actually can wrap my head around that and not feel weird, just trying to understand the surreality of the situations, you know? Also, I think we are going to end off for today. I didn't really have too much I wanted to do, and for the most part, I do want to do Point Challenge tomorrow. Last time I tried to do it with Discord, no one was really on server 1, so I was unable to do it with them, unfortunately. Likely what I'll try and do is just kind of put in the chat here to see if anyone's around to do it. I just kind of want to get it done and actually have like a good amount of points at the end. So we'll see. What I'm probably going to do tonight as well, since I'm staying up a little bit later to do World Boss for Death Awakening, I'm going to try to spend most of my time strictly grinding this, because I want to get at least to Diamond by the end of tonight. 480 points is a lot, but I can get there as long as I try and use my best team and just do no bullshit. So if you're playing tonight between servers 1 to 5, because that's apparently the group that we're in, because apparently servers are grouped by 5s, I don't understand it. Feel free to join up and we can fight a little bit later. That sounds fun. Either way, take it easy, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.